city of shadows. Dusk settles over the city. Street lamps flicker into life, casting shadows in the rain-soaked alleys. The sky a bruised gray promises more rain, and neon signs hum like distant stars. Their vibrant colors reflecting on the pavement. I tighten my coat against the chill, but feel the cold biting my bones. The scent of rain mingles with the city's pulse, a symphony of honking cars and hurried footsteps. Amidst this, I stand feeling lost until an old psalm surfaces, my grandmother's voice soothing. The Lord of mercy is my comfort and my song. Closing my eyes, I pray, Lord of mercy, I am weary and burdened, guide me through this storm. Let my faith, though dim, burn bright, my plea matches my heartbeat, warm stirring within, subtle as a whisper. It is as if the Lord Himself wraps me in an unseen embrace. On the edge of forgiveness, the city's towers loom, glass and steel forming an imposing fortress. The rain steady him, a pund of ease, my internal struggle, drawn to a narrow stairwell. Each creaking step reflects my weariness. The walls cracked with peeling paint, smell of dampness, echoes of forgotten rains. Scenes from my argument with my brother replay, words like knives leaving deep scars. I pause on the stairs, regret pressing heavily, sinking onto the steps. The chill touches my skin and my heart clenches. Shepherd of my soul, I whisper, tracing the railing's rough surface. Forgive my harshness, help me mend what I've broken. As my prayer fades, clarity washes over me, lifting confusion and guiding me towards reconciliation. This moment opens a window to divine understanding. My steps feeling lighter, driven by an unseen hand urging action. The fire within emerging into the night. The city's orange lit windows glow against the indigo sky, beacons promising safety and warmth. I stand at my brother's door, heart thudding with fear and anticipation. I knock, the sound firm, despite my hesitation, echoing with inevitability. When he opens the door, his face mirrors mine, shadows of our exchange lingering. The dry heat of his apartment contrasts the night, grounding me. I'm sorry, I say, words flowing naturally like first rain on parched earth, promising renewal. I've been prideful and harsh. Can we start anew? He nods, understanding. presence in our shared warmth and forgiveness. Holy One, light the flame of faith within me. Guide my steps through the shadows.
breath of the morning. Cacti, the stillness of night. The bell above the bakery door jingled softly, its delicate chime barely cutting through the heavy cloak of night. As I stepped inside, the world outside seemed to pause, holding its breath in the profound silence that wrapped around the early morning. The air was thick with the scent of flower, particles suspended in the soft glow of streetlights, filtering through the rain-speckled windows, turning the dim light into a shimmering halo. It was 4 a.m., that sacred hour when the world felt both infinite and contained within the small, comforting confines of our family bakery. Here, in this warm sanctuary of wood and stone, shadows danced with the flickering light from the street, casting gentle silhouettes against the walls. As my hands sank into the cool, pliable dough, I paused, allowing the simple act of kneading to become a mindful meditation. Each fold and turn was more than a mere task. It was a devoted ritual, a rhythm that synchronized with the gentle rise and fall of my breath, grounding me in the present moment. Lord of mercy, I murmured, my voice a soft echo in the silence. Grant me the strength to carry the burdens of this day, to serve you with joy. My prayer rose with the scent of yeast, a fragrant offering that mingled with the fresh tang of rain clinging to the window panes, creating a sacred space where earth met the divine. The bakery was more than a place of work, it was my refuge, a hallowed space where time seemed to slow, wrapping around me like a comforting shroud. It was here that the mundane transformed into the transcendental outside. The night whispered a lullaby, a tender serenade to the sleeping world, while inside, I whispered my silent prayer, feeling the presence of the divine as real as the dough beneath my hands. In the heart of the bakery, amidst the clank of pans and the steamy hiss of ovens warming to life, attention simmered silently, weaving itself into the very fabric of the morning air. The scent of freshly baked goods intertwined with an undercurrent of unease. Across the street loomed the new bakery, a beacon of modernity with its sleek lines and neon signs, casting long shadows over our humble establishment. This unwelcome competition gnawed at my peace, turning my sanctuary into a battleground for my pride and fears. Inside, I wrestled not only with the dough but with my own unsettled spirit, shepherd of my soul. I prayed, my voice barely a whisper above the soft hum of the warming ovens. I am afraid I must protect my family, but how? The words fell like stones into the still pond of my heart, sending ripples through my resolve. Anxiety clung to me like the flour dust that settled over every surface in the bakery, a constant, silent reminder of the challenges we faced. As dawn began to seep through the inky edges of the night, it painted the world in a soft, forgiving gold. With it came a whisper, a tender, persistent nudge that I could not ignore.
Share your bread.
It seemed to say, a suggestion so radical it made my heart thrum with both fear and a strange sense of promise. A leap of faith. Compelled by the divine nudge, I gathered warm loaves into my arms, their comforting weight grounding me as I carried them across the rain-dampened street. The rival bakery awaited, its bright lights stark against the soft hues of the emerging morning. My steps were hesitant, each one a question mark etched into the wet pavement, the chill of the morning air nipping at my resolve. Holy One, I breathed, a prayer turning over on my lips. Grant me courage and humility to extend your peace. With trembling hand, I knocked on their door and was met with surprise that softened into understanding. Our eyes met, and in that shared gaze was a recognition of our common humanity. We exchanged stories, punctuating the conversation with laughter and nods of empathy. Not just bread. In the simple act of sharing sustenance, we found solidarity. Our rivalry dissolved beneath the shared purpose of service and love.
A new dawn.
as the sun fully bloomed. Its radiant warmth seeped into my soul like the fulfillment of an answered prayer. The world outside had not changed, yet I felt renewed, transformed by the gentle promptings of a patient and ever-present God. The bakery filled with the sweet scent of pastries mingling with the poignant fragrance of newly forged friendship. The rain had ceased, leaving the air crisp and clear. Each breath a silent praise, a hymn of gratitude woven into the fabric of the day.
Spirit of compassion, grant me an open heart to recognize your presence in every soul I meet. Help me trust in your guidance, even when it steers me into the unknown. May the bread I share be a testament to your infinite